welcome back one more time to Upper St. Clair High School, home of the Panthers, and it is tonight. Boys volleyball playoff night. It's a first-round contest between the homestanding Panthers and the visiting Golden Tornado of Butler High School. Butler comes out of Section 2. They enter with a 5-7 section record, 6-8 overall. The Panthers are in with a 13-2 overall record and 11-1 in the section. Panthers enter the contest, the tournament really, with a number 4 seed, the Butler Golden Tornado, in number 13. It looks like the Panthers have drawn the first serve off the hands of senior Matt Argento. That one lands just out, and the Panthers draw first blood. You all know, if you've been watching these contests all season long, this is a rally scoring, a point on every serve. A set goes to 25. You have to win it by 2. And the first team to win 3 sets wins the match. Just over the net, and well, there wasn't anything on that, but it's actually a kill. That goes down in the Grant Bezic column. It's his first kill of the night, and the Panthers have an early 2-0 lead. Matt Argento back again for the serve. Way back, but returned right to the front line. We'll get these names and numbers for you in just a minute. There's a block. Grant programs. Senior number 24, Grant Bezic, with that block. Off the hard attack from number 25 for Butler. He's senior Spencer Caring. I imagine we'll see a lot from him. He's the tallest player on the floor, plays that left side. And Matt Argento with that St. Clair serve again with a 3-0 lead. The front row, a little short set to the right now. Just a little dink over the net. Troy Murphy digging that one off the floor. It's kind of surprised Kyle Shepner, or Anthony Cugini gets the start, but it is off the block and out of bounds. Tyler Brennan, number 14, with that block. It did not fall in, and Butler gets their first point. It's 3-1. Panthers, number 21, back to the serving line for the Golden Tornado. He's sophomore Xavier Kraus, and it's a good serve. Brett McCormick with the start tonight. Returns it Anthony Cugini off the block. Little back set. And way long off the hands of number 10. That's junior Derek Wilbert for Butler. Side out and point for the Panthers. The ball just sort of idling here in front of the crowd. Nobody will to touch the thing. Maybe they're afraid they'll jinx it. Well, there we finally get the ball back in play. And it'll be senior defensive specialist number 3, Rob Senge, to the back row. With a little left-handed St. Clair serve. Right back to the net. Joust won by St. Clair, but no point scored. Set Troy Murphy. Grant Bezic did not find the polyurethane. No, one more shot at it. Troy Murphy on the 2-ball that time. As you know, the defense expects that to be a popped-up set to an attacker, but Troy Murphy found an open spot in the defense. He gets credit for the kill. And the Panthers lead by 4, 5-1. Rob Senge comes up just short with a service error. That's a side out and sends the ball right back to Butler. Substitution number 4 shows up on the floor. This is Steve Stauffer. He's a sophomore, and he heads right back to do some serving. 5-2, Panthers lead by 3. It's very, very early in set 1. Well, you've heard me say it all season long. The serving gods give it, then they take it away. Maybe the gravity has increased in the center of the court again. It's done that all season long. But the service error sends the ball right back to the Panthers. Anthony Cugini, junior number 16, with the start tonight. He's got the serve. Oh, Trevor McGay, he looked for it. He thought twice. He was going to reel his hands in. Ended up just tipping off his fingernail, and that is a Mike Dreyer kill for Butler, and it's still Panthers lead 6-3. Little hop serve just over the net. Grant Bezic into the net and out. Did it get touched? Yes, indeed. It was blocked. It was touched by a Butler Tornado. Lands out of bounds, and that one is a Panther point. 7-3, 4-point Panther lead real early in set number 1. We're just getting rolling here. We saw one great match earlier tonight. Latrobe took a 3-1 victory away from Baldwin out of our section. So they advance to play Seneca Valley Thursday night. The winner of this one goes up against the winner of a match between Peters Township and, I forget who Peters Township's playing. Fox Chapel, sorry about that, which is going on right now. Oh, that rattles off a wrist and out of bounds. That was his first service ace for the Panthers. And I'm sure Butler just got fooled by that one. Grant Bezic with the first St. Clair ace of the night. And a timeout called by Coach Lou Liparulo. Yeah, each team gets 2 per set. That's Coach Liparulo's first, and I'm sure he doesn't like the way this thing has started out. Butler was close early on. The Panthers, by virtue of a couple of mistakes, have gotten a nice 5-point lead here to start set number 1. I'm sure that makes Coach Zebo pretty happy. Panthers haven't won a first-round match in a while. It'll be nice to see them get by this one. I know there's a long way to go, a lot of volleyball left to play. But right now, Panthers in command. Only 2 kills so far tonight. There are other mistakes being made by Butler. Troy Murphy's got 1 kill. Grant Bezic, number 24, he's got 1. And Grant's got 1 block for a point and an ace. So he's responsible for 3 of the 8 all by himself. And he's got to serve once more. He'll be using a jump serve. First time we've seen that all season long. Lands just long. What you want to do on those things is aim for the back line. He did that. It ended up about 1.5 feet long. Service error. And it's back in the hands of Butler. Number 41 now for the Golden Tornado. This is Nelson Johnson. He is a junior. Troy Murphy with the set. Left side, Brett McCormick into the block. Dug out of there. That's kind of tough to do. I'll explain that in a minute. Once they get into that net, it's hard to bring it back out. Block and lands out of bounds. That's a hit by Xavier Krause of the Butler Tornado, and they crawl back within 3. It's an 8-5 Panther lead. Little short serve, Anthony Cugini to the front line. Left side, Brett McCormick, and down. That one right in front of the libero. Kind of hard to tell he's wearing a libero jersey. It's number 45. That's Dylan Snodgrass, also a junior for Butler. Heavily laden with juniors. Only 2 seniors playing tonight for Butler. But Brett McCormick with his first kill. Troy Murphy's got another great jump serve and comes up short. So Panthers 0 for 2 on jump serves tonight. Usually you don't see that much out of the Panthers because you tend to get you can get a little out of control with it. And that's exactly what's happened here. Number 24 doing the Butler serving now. That's Dustin DeFrancis. Short set and down by Matt Argento. 4 kills tonight by the Panthers, 4 different players. The lead is 4, 10-6 Panthers. Who's got to serve? Brett McCormick, who was injured most of the season. He had a lot of back issues that finally got cleared up a couple of weeks ago. And it's great to see Brett in the lineup. Comes back, and it's off Brett McCormick's wrist and sails into the crowd. Butler comes away with, well, there wasn't much force on it, but it got Brett just in the right spot. And it's a 3-point Panther lead at 10-7. Number 13 back to do the Butler serving. This is senior Andrew Soldner. Hard driving serve. Trevor McGay, he bumps it to the front. Anthony Cugini had a good look, but he hammered it into the net. Not touched by a Butler Tornado. Counts as 4 hits. That's a violation, and Butler stays with a serve. Hard driving serve, McGahee again. To the little back set to, well, yes, Tyler Brennan. That little back set fooled the Tornado. I think it's Tyler Brennan. 5 kills, 5 different Panthers. Panthers get the side out and the point, and it's an 11-8 Panther lead. Still a lot of volleyball left to play. This is only set number 1. Matt Argento. We've gone through the whole rotation now. Senior Matt Argento's up. He served first earlier in the match from the left side, but nothing on it. Grant Bezic to Troy Murphy. Right back to Grant Bezic on that short set, and blam! Grant Bezic finding the open spot in the back right corner. He's been a leading attacker all season long for the Panthers, and I expect that's going to carry on again tonight. Matt Argento again with the Panthers' 4-point lead at 12-8. Little short set to the right side. Oddly popped over. Troy Murphy just handing it over to Grant Bezic, who whistles it down in front of the Butler back line. Mercy sakes, that ball's got to have a flat spot on it. But the lead goes back to 5. 13-8 Panthers. Matt Argento once again with that lead. Good serve, little topspin, safely handled by the Tornado on the right side and down just over, or rather between the blocks of Cugini and Grant Bezic. Trevor McGahee, the libero, wearing the maroon jersey, checks right back in. He plays defense. The libero can freely substitute basically whenever he wants to, but they usually have a plan in mind so that he zips across the defensive line. That one goes out. Another service error. That's off the hands of number 21 for Butler. It's sophomore Xavier Krause. And we're back up to Rob Senge now. Tyler Brennan, number 14, goes out and takes a break. Rob Senge in, nothing on this one for Butler. Oh, it does just get over the net, though. Pancaked out of there by Troy Murphy. Well done. You got to dive for these, and it lands just inside the back left corner. But Troy Murphy with that dig gave that ball extra life. And that's a side out and point for the Golden Tornado. 14-10, Panthers still lead here in set number one. Anthony Cugini, Troy Murphy into the Butler block. Somebody was in the net, one of the Tornadoes. I was looking the other way, I didn't see which one it was, but you may not touch the net. They did, and that's a dead ball and point for St. Clair at a 5-point lead still at 15-10. Good hard driving serve by Anthony Cugini. Left side now, he gets it right back. Off that hit by Mike Dreyer. Just long. Grant Bezic had a pretty good look at it. Couldn't have been more than 6 inches long, but it did land just in front of the line judge. And that's the point inside out Butler. The teams are trading points now. The Panthers got that little bit of a lead early on, and they've been trading points, keeping things pretty much in position here. Left side, Brett McCormick off the block and out of bounds. Brett McCormick with his second kill tonight. 5-point Panther lead again. Teams trading points at 16-10. And senior Grant Bezic, he's got the only service ace for the Panthers so far. Let's see if he's got another one in his pocket. Or maybe they don't have pockets of these shorts. I don't know. I don't wear them. Brett McCormick off the block and down. That was an overpass. You want that pass to come to your own front line. It went to the other guys. And Brett McCormick now with 3 kills to tie Grant Bezic for the early team lead. And the lead is now 6 for the Panthers, widest margin rather, of the match so far. Little floater of it. That one, jeepers, yeah. You could actually read the Mikasa on that ball as it sailed over, and I bet that's as hard to retrieve as a Phil Necro knuckleball. And it certainly did fool the Butler back line. Grant Bezic with his second service ace of the match. And it's now a 7-point Panther lead at 18-11. Another floater. Now this had a little back set to the right side and way out. Anybody touch it? No touch. That one went way long off the hands of Mike Dreyer, number 22. He's that right side hitter, and the lead is stretched out now to 8. Just a minute ago, the teams were trading points, and the Panthers have put together a nice little run here. There's a set again, a little short set to the middle, and blocked down by Matt Argento. Right place, right time. 3 blocks tonight. 2 of them for points, and the Panthers now with a pretty comfortable lead here at 20-11. That's exactly what you want at 20-point territory, so maybe you can cruise on to the end of the set. Rob Senge pops it up. Troy Murphy rescues it. It will go over. Matt Argento's going to get to that one. Nice defense played by Rob Senge. Now to the left side, and the block off Troy Murphy, but out of bounds. It's got to land in. That one headed toward the crowd. It's a point and side out for Butler. Junior Nelson Johnson. Now with the serve for the Golden Tornado, trailing by 8. It's an 8-point Panther lead at 20-12. Troy Murphy, short set. Brett McCormick off a hand. Oh, actually lands in. And probably off a hand. Probably both. Either way, it's another Brett McCormick kill. 4 for him tonight to take over the team lead, temporarily at least. And we get senior setter Troy Murphy back for the Panther serve. And a timeout called again by Coach Liparulo of the Butler Golden Tornado. Panthers now at a comfortable 9-point lead at 21-12. Brett McCormick now leading all killers, as I just said a minute ago, with 4. Grant Bezic with 3, and 1 each for senior Troy Murphy. Junior Tyler Brennan and Matt Argento, senior number 26, also has 1. 3 blocks for points now. 1 for Tyler Brennan, 1 for Grant Bezic, and 1 out of Matt Argento, and 2 service aces, both for Grant Bezic. And the Panthers coming out with on fire here in this first round WPIAL playoff match. Panthers win tonight. It's on to Thursday night against the winner of the winner of the Fox Chapel Peters Township match, We've beaten both of them so far this season. In match play, Peters beat us, and that was touched right over the net, guided to an open spot by number 24. That's Justin DeFrancis for the Golden Tornado. They get the point inside out, and DeFrancis goes right back to the serving line, trailing by 8, 21-13 Panthers. Tyler Brennan, the set was behind him. Either Tyler mistimed his leap or the set did go behind him. But yeah, when you have to reach over your head like that, it's very tough to bring an attack back. That one falls into the net. McGahee to Murphy. Brennan, that time not off the block. It's off the red and white antenna. I know it's hard to see on the TV, but just there over, they loom over the net. They denote the out of bounds line on the net. You can't touch it. The ball did. That's out of bounds. My mistake. It actually was not off. After all that diatribe, it was not off the antenna. It was a good kill by the Panthers. Troy Murphy now from the back row. Brett McCormick into the Butler block. Not into the Butler block, into the net. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see when those things go to the tape, whether it hits one of the opposing player's hands or not. That one did not. Counts as 4 hits. Butler with another point. They scratch back within 7. It's 22-15 Panthers, set number 1. Panthers need 3 more points to close this out. Tips the net just over. Trevor McGahee gets it. And Tyler Brennan uses the net as his 6th man. Screwed up everybody's timing on the defense. Tyler Brennan with his 2nd kill of the night. And now the Panthers within 2 points of finishing out set number 1. Is 23-15. There's the back set to the right side. Apparently into the St. Clair block. It's still in play. Troy Murphy now left side. Anthony Cugini way off the Butler block. It is back in play from the left side, but hammered into the net by Xavier Krause. And now the Panthers sitting pretty here with basically 9 set points in hand. It's 24-15. Panthers only needing 1 of the next 9 to close out at least set number 1 of this playoff match. Matt Argento right back to that serve. Long serve handled by the back row. Set to the left side. Off the St. Clair block. Grant Bezic on the second. Touching over Grant Bezic. Sort of a place block kind of a deal. And the Panthers come away with set number 1 of this best of 5 match. 25-15. We'll be right back for plenty more volleyball. Stay with us, everybody. We're glad you're back with us. Kevin McGahee here doing the announcing one more time this season. Alex Shogri is my videographer tonight. And we thoroughly enjoyed that little 8 millisecond break between sets. You just saw the Panthers over St. Clair beat the Butler Golden Tornado. Oh my goodness, did you see that? Well, of course you saw it. It's on the picture. But that one rolled right over. It started about 8 inches below the net, rolled over it, and that is a service ace for the Butler Golden Tornado, their first of the match. That one sailed way hard. Trevor McGahee bringing that one back on the floor, and Tyler Brennan getting way underneath that. That one sailed about 15 yards long. And the Butler Golden Tornado, off the hands of server number 13, Andrew Soldner, takes off with an early 2-0 lead. Grant Bezic just barely, he whispered to the ball to get over the net, and it did. It is not how hard you hit him, it is where, and Grant Bezic has killed number 5 tonight, and this is senior Rob Senge to the back row for the St. Clair serve. Panthers trailing 2-1 early in set number 2. Left side, an odd set, not quite enough to get a big hit out of. Another block, 2 blocks for Grant Bezic. Off a hand and down, 2 big blocks for Grant Bezic. And Troy Murphy right beside him. And you probably couldn't see that one on the TV screen, but it hit the basket suspended, and that threw everybody's timing off. And a service ace goes right off the right hand of libero number 45, Dylan Snodgrass, and Rob Senge has his first service ace of the night. Butler with a short set. Yeah, that set was just a little too short, and you saw the hitter with the thumbs up sign get it up a little bit, Spencer Caring, with the attempt, but no soap. That one's in the net, and the Panthers now with a lead of 4-2 here in set number 2. That one worked. Oh, off the net, recovered by Rob Senge, nicely dug. Oh, Brett McCormick, he had a notion. But that one wriggled off his wrist and down. Point to the Golden Tornado. But Rob Senge brilliantly keeping that ball in play. Brett McCormick now, and Anthony Cugini from the side off the block, and down Anthony Cugini. Number 16, the junior, his first kill tonight. 6 successful attackers now in the books for the Panthers, and a 2-point lead again at 5-3 Panthers. And Anthony Cugini back for the serve. Oh, another one into the net. I'm telling you, the gravity is stronger at the net than it is on the back line. That gift sends the side out, and point to the Golden Tornado. Substitution now. Number 10 is out. That's Derek Wilbert. Number 4 has come in. We've seen him do some serving before. That's sophomore Steve Stauffer. Troy Murphy with an odd set. That was an unfortunate hit. Brett McCormick trying to get it past the defense. He didn't make it. Hammered it into the block, and it's a 5-5 draw here in set number 2. Just rolls over the net. Trevor McGahee now to Grant Biesick, sends it right to the feet of Steve Stauffer. Grant Biesick 6 kills now, and the Panthers still with that lead at 6-5. Short set to the back. Number 25 hits it right to Rob Senge, dug off the floor by Matt Argento, but not recovered by Grant Biesick. Matt Argento with a spectacular dig to keep that in play, but not enough to keep it over the net. We're all tied up 6-all. Lift called. Sort of like a carry in basketball. He got his hand under the ball and, well, sort of palmed it, I suppose you could call it, but it's side out and point for the Panthers and senior Troy Murphy. Let's see if he's going to try it. He will not try his jump serve again. I think we've seen enough of those maybe for the night. From the back row, not the good choice by Trevor McGahee to let it go. That sailed about 3 feet long. It's one of those where the back row has to make a choice and can get fooled if one's headed right to the back line. It wasn't. McGahee let it go, and it's a point for the Panthers and a 2-point lead again at 8-6. Troy Murphy with that serve. Set to the left side. Anthony Cugini with a brilliant dig off the block. Trevor McGahee whacking it back in bounds. He'll get another out. Too bad. Yep. Brett McCormick rescued that ball to get it back in bounds, but he was all twisted up. And it's a double hit called. You can usually tell that by the spin of the ball. I know it's hard to see on the tube, but the call was double hit. 2 hands can touch it. They have to be at the exact same time. And a lift called. That was an overpass that got right to the Golden Tornado. They get 2 points in a row, and we're tied up at 8. Panthers needing to break loose here and get a little run of points. Trevor McGahee to the front row. Troy Murphy. Short set to Matt Argento. Matt Argento with his second kill. Well, the Panthers haven't relinquished that lead since they got it. There have been some ties, but it's now 9-8. Brett McCormick with a jump serve and a good one. Overpass. Comes right back to the Panthers. Troy Murphy. Not enough for Anthony Cugini. Rolls it over the net. Cugini comes back. Oh, too bad he got on the net. Yeah. Anthony Cugini knew what to do with the ball, but you are not allowed to graze that net. Anthony did, and we are back up at 9-9, side out, and point Butler. Easy serve, Brett McCormick to Troy Murphy. To the right side, Tyler Brennan just got it where they couldn't get. I suppose the idea is to make the defense move. Tyler did just that. Dustin DeFrancis able to get to it but not return it. And Tyler Brennan. 3 kills tonight. Senior Matt Argento to the back row. Panthers still with that lead. It's only 1. It's 10-9. Punched back on the floor. No power to the Butler Tornado. Grant Biesick now for the back row. Who's got it? Matt Argento. Well, that was a little bit of confusion on the back row between Brett McCormick and Matt Argento. Panthers sort of loft the ball into the net, and my guess is Coach Jack Zebo is not happy with the way this thing is turning out. A few too many mistakes on the Panthers side. Again, they've not relinquished the lead since early in the match, but I'm sure he expected to have a few more points as a cushion at this stage of set number 2. Grant Bezic, the senior number 24, still leading all attackers with 6 successful kills. Brett McCormick, the senior number 23, has 4. Junior 14, number 14 rather, Tyler Brennan with 3. Matt Argento, the senior hitter, with 2 and 1 each for Anthony Cugini and the senior setter Troy Murphy. 3 aces. Rob Senge has one of those, number 3. You saw that just a minute ago. And Grant Bezic himself has 2 aces in the match. But right now we're going to see a serve from number 13. That's senior Andrew Soldner from the Butler Golden Tornado. Butler really is down some upperclassmen. There are 2 who are absent tonight, and a third is on injured reserve. He's on the bench but not playing, so they really only have 2 seniors and a pass of the juniors playing this match tonight. Short set, Grant Bezic did not fool the Golden Tornado. Oh! And Spencer Caring hit it right in the breadbasket of Brett McCormick, and the Butler Golden Tornado has the lead back. First time they've seen that since they last led 2-1 in this set. Andrew Soldner again. Hard driving serve. Brett McCormick brings it back. Tyler Brennan up high off the Troy Murphy set. Tyler Brennan, 4 kills, and we're tied up at 11. Now let's see if the Panthers can string a couple of points together here. Get a little run and a little cushion. Rob Senge, the senior defensive specialist, back with that St. Clair serve. Nicely covered by Anthony Cugini. Grant Bezic keeping it in play. There's the set to the middle. Again, Rob Senge bringing that one back. Net violation. Yeah. Had to be a net violation on that hit. The hit was good, but it looked like Spencer Caring got it in the net. Indeed, he did. And with 2 points, the Northern Panthers have that lead back. Now, can we string a couple more together? Set to the left side. Caring again off the net. And out of bounds. Maybe if Anthony Cugini had not touched it, it would have gone out all by itself, but he did try to rescue that thing. Point inside out Butler. We're all tied up at 12. These teams trading points. Nobody able to escape with a little run here. Anthony Cugini, Troy Murphy. Back to Anthony Cugini off the block and down Anthony Cugini. We'll be seeing a lot of him next year. He'll probably be the premier hitter for the Panthers. He and Tyler Brennan are probably going to carry through that duty. 13-12 Panthers now. Joust at the net, won by the Panthers, but not for a point. Ball comes back. There's the set left side. Anthony Cugini popped it up. Trevor McGahee now. Brett McCormick hoisted it back over, but it's still in play. Off a tip. Trevor McGahee again with a good presence of mind and pops it back over. Ball still in play. Rob Senge digging at that thing, miraculously keeping that in play. Might have gone out, but Butler chose to play it. Grant Bezic with a block. Brett McCormick with a hit and just out. My goodness. Terrific rally, but gravity was not our friend that time. And we're all tied up at 13 after the most interesting and energetic rally of the match. We've seen the substitution before for Butler. Derek Wilbert, number 10, goes out. The sophomore Steve Stauffer comes in to play back row. And the Panthers get a gift right off the serve. But the Panthers unable to string a couple of points together here. Grant Bezic, nice easy serve. There's the set to the left side. He'll just hoist it over. Not a particularly good set. And Troy Murphy thrusting the ball down over the net into the empty donut hole of the defense. And it's a 2-point Panther lead of 15-13. It's the largest lead of the match for either for either team. At 2, Grant Bezic again with that serve. Goes over and lands. Joe, good call, just out. I was afraid that might have landed just on the line. It lands just out on the overpass. And the lead is now 3. Not huge, but huge by this set standards. That one lands in. Perfect serve by Grant They just flat out don't get any better than that. He landed it on the corner, the intersection of the sideline and end line. 3 aces for Grant Bezic, and it's a 4-point Panther lead. This is the cushion I was talking about. Finally, the Panthers put together a nice little 5-point run here. Another overpass goes over, yeah, from the back row. That was number 34. He's junior Nick Criley. Grant Bezic again now with a 5-point lead. Top spin serve. Now they get to the front row and off the block. Matt Argento with a block. Brett McCormick with the recovery. He'll get the attempt at the kill. Doesn't make it. From the left side, and that one lands up front. And then a perfect shot right down the line and in. But Matt Argento with his second terrific block of the night. Lead is 4 for the Panthers, 18-14. And it's libero, number 45, Dylan Snodgrass. Rolls just over the net, but Brett McCormick picks it up. Fine shape. He gets the attempt at the kill off the block, and not a kill. That one sails way long. No tip call. That just sails out of bounds off the hands of Mike Dreyer, number 22. And the lead is 5. This is what the Panthers want, a little cushion at 20-point time. Troy Murphy, little backspin serve. Oh, sort of fooled a tornado, and that'll just be popped over. Matt Argento lifts it up. Back set to Tyler Brennan. Just edges the ball over the net, and Tyler Brennan, it's pancaked out of there. I'm shocked. Very nice defensive pancake by the Golden Tornado. That's when you get to sneak your hand under the ball as it hits the floor. That's perfectly legal. Nicely done by the Golden Tornado, but not able to recover it. And the Panthers now, this is the cushion they were looking for. It's 20-14. The set goes to 25. You have to win it by 2. And the Panthers now with a 6-point lead here in set number 2. Grant Bezic still leading all attackers with 6 kills. Brett McCormick with 4. Tyler Brennan now with 4. And 2 each for Matt Argento, Anthony Cugini, and Troy Murphy. And there is the senior setter. To the back row, let's see, will he be allowed to use his jump serve? It's a good one if it lands right. Yes, he will be using his jump serve. And it's a good one. Just tips off the net, but handled by the Tornado. Into the block and back. Trevor McGahee pops it up. Troy Murphy set left side. Brett McCormick sails just wide, just out of bounds to the near side. After a pretty good bump and set. Well, let's see. Some discussion. I see what this did. The linesman called it in because it didn't go beyond the back line, but it clearly landed out of the sideline. We're going to have a little conference here just to make sure everybody's on the same. There are 4 officials working this match. Usually in a regular section match, we have 2 regular officials and 2 volunteer linesmen. There are 4 full-fledged WPIAL officials here. Looks like we're all in good shape. It was clearly out. But the far linesman called it in because it landed in front of the back line. That's what all that's about. We are back in action here with the Panthers in the 5-point lead. Trevor McGahee, Troy Murphy, and Tyler Brennan coming up just short. And the Tornado back within 4. Panthers need a couple of points to close this thing out. Short set. And it lands in off the Butler block. And a couple of substitutions. First time we've seen them tonight. Kyle Shepner will be on the floor, number 25. He'll come in for Brett McCormick. Kyle has been a reliable hitter all season long. Second substitution, Nick Chesko. He's been a regular starter all season long. He will sub for Anthony Cugini. Nick's a sophomore, the only sophomore in the starting lineup for the Panthers. And that's so they were going to test Nick Chesko right off the bench. And that serve sailed quite wide. Side out and point for the Panthers. Needing 4 more to close out set number 2. We're at 21-17. And it's senior Kyle Shepner. Little back serve. And down right at the feet of Nick Kiley. And Kyle Shepner, fresh off the bench, and a service ace. And a 5-point lead, 22-17 Panthers. Another little sidewinder. Does not fool the Tornado that time. Left side, into the block. Panther block, but out of bounds. Well, Matt Argento got his hands on it, but they did not bring it back. Dustin DeFrancis, number 24. He's a junior for the Golden Tornado with the serve. Little punch serve. That's Trevor McGahee to Troy Murphy. Back set to Tyler Brennan. Just rolls it over the net and down. Tyler Brennan, 5 kills tonight. Now things suddenly working out for the Panthers in a nifty little 5-point lead at 23-18. Only 2 points more to finish out set number 2. And it's Matt Argento, the senior hitter, back with the serve. No problem there, but at the net. The set not high enough to hit. Neither is that one, but Troy Murphy will try it anyway. From the left side, off the block. Troy Murphy bringing it back. One more hit allowed. That's Nick Chesko's got it. And the basic Brennan block Grant program. Nicely done. Now the Panthers with 6 set points in hand. It's 24-18. Timeout called by Coach Liparulo. He's got one left. He's taken one already. You get 2 a set. And the Panthers, with timely hitting and a few points gathered just at the right time, gets them in very, very good shape to finish out set number 2. It is 24-18. Grant Bezick haven't had any kills out of him in a while. He still leads the team with 6. Tyler Brennan, second place with 4. 5 rather. Brett McCormick, the senior number 23, with 4. He's on the bench right now. And still 2 each from Matt Argento, Anthony Cugini, and Troy Murphy. Matt Argento now, the senior hitter, with a chance to close out set number 2. 24-18. Topspin, sir. I jinxed him. My bad. That hit the tape and rolled back instead of forward. Side out and point for the Golden Tornado. Senior Andrew Soldner with that serve. Troy Murphy with a set. Grant Bezick. The set was a little short, and Grant Bezick was trying to help it over. He pushed it. Tornado back within 4. It's 24-20. Top spin serve. Kyle Shepner, Grant Bezick. That'll take care of that. Troy Murphy to Grant Bezick. His 7th kill, and the Panthers come away with set number 2. 25-20 now. 2 sets to love. We'll be right back for set number 3. Stick with us, everybody. Butler serve. Nick Chesko gets it to Troy Murphy. Back set to Tyler Brennan. No power on it. But something happened here. It looks like a foot underneath. Now you're allowed to put a foot on the black center line. It looks like one of the Golden Tornado had his foot completely over that black line. That you're not allowed to do. That's a violation. It's that scoop under sign you might have seen from the far official. And senior Rob Sen subs for Tyler Brennan, and he's got the St. Clair serve, a little left-handed serve. Back set, way out of line though. Blocked by Grant Bezick, and he'll get the chance to kill it. He does not. It pops up on the block. Trevor McGahee with a nice swing to bring that ball back. And it goes just over. Well, Grant Bezick bumped that ball over his head, hoping to get it to our front row. It went to theirs instead. And the overpass results in a Butler Golden Tornado side out and point. And it'll be number 4 back for the serve. That's Steve Stauffer for the Butler Tornado. Troy Murphy, Grant Bezick. Well, sort of hit off the sternum of poor Xavier Krause. Goes back over the net, not in, and Grant Bezick now 8 kills tonight. Nick Chesko with a little hop serve. Trevor McGahee not fooled by the 2-touch. Kyle Shepner, though, right into the Spencer Carrig block. Hammered right back to the St. Clair side. Panthers still lead. It's 4-3 in set number 3. Dylan Snodgrass The Butler Tornado libero. Grant Bezic off the touch and rescued out of there by Snodgrass again. Troy Murphy, short set. Shepner off a block and down. Kyle Shepner, his first kill tonight. 8 successful attackers tonight for the Panthers, really spreading it around. Usually Grant Bezic carries the load, but tonight it's gone everywhere, all over the lineup. Speaking of all over, that unfortunately is long by Grant Bezic. He was headed for that back row, that back line rather. Lands just about a foot long. Golden Tornado with a point inside out. Dead legal, 3 hits. Trevor McGahee bumps it to Troy Murphy. To Matt Argento, back right corner. Matt Argento. Substitution, Rob Singe goes out. He was playing back row. Tyler Brennan, the junior, plays the front row, 2-point Panther lead, and Troy Murphy with a more conventional serve this time, just over the net. And that one just flat out fooled. There's Trevor McGahee. Left side, Kyle Shepner off the block and down. Kyle Shepner getting his chance off the Troy Murphy set. Bump to the front row, little back set off the block. Nick Chesko brings it back. Can he rescue it? Yes, he does. He brings it, yanked it right out of the St. Clair bench off the block of Tyler Brennan, rather. Tyler Brennan with a block off his arm and out of bounds. Still a nice block. It just did not land inbounds. 3 blocks tonight for Tyler Brennan, and a 2-point Panther lead at 7-5. Tornado with the serve. I love that short set play. Matt Argento. And his benefactor, Troy Murphy, with that lovely looking kill. And it's Kyle Shepner, the senior, to the back row for the St. Clair serve. From the left side, Troy Murphy touched it. Will it come back? Yes, it does. Murphy gets it again, and it's back in. Left side off the block. Nick Chesko pops it up. That's still in play. Troy Murphy with the set. Tyler Brennan with a hit. Wow. Little jump bump. I got way out of bounds. That's off the hands of Xavier Krause, the sophomore. Number 21 for the Golden Tornado. And it's Shepner again. Panthers with a 4-point lead at 9-5. This is set number 3. There's the bump from short back set. Lands out, touched. No, not touched. That just lands out of bounds. Panthers get another good point and a 5-point lead at 10-5. Kyle Shepner. Just long again by 2.5 feet maybe. Surface error sends a side out and point to Butler. They trail by 4. 10-6 Panthers. Hard serve. Trevor McGahee playing defense with a serve, for crying out loud. Long. Once again off the hands of Xavier Krause. He just flat out got under that and sailed it long. Matt Argento serving with a 5-point Panther lead, 11-6. To the front row. Good presence of mind there. Well done. Out of bounds. Must have been on the outside of the antenna. Nick Chesko, though, my goodness, giving it all for the team. Terrific dig, his first of the night, to keep that ball alive. And this will be Xavier Krause for Butler with the serve, trailing by 4. That went a little long. A roofing call. Now that is like goaltending in basketball. I could not see which player it was, but he reached over the net while the ball was in play on the St. Clair side. That is a violation. The lead is now 5 at 12-7 Panthers. Rob Senge with the Panther serve. Troy Murphy on the 2 ball. Did not, well, I guess he did fool him. It was returned, actually gotten to by Mike Dreyer, number 22 for Butler. But out of bounds, and that's 3 kills for Troy Murphy, and a timeout called by Coach Lou Liparulo of Butler. Well, they had to come quite a ways to get here. It's about a 40-minute drive to get here from Butler, PA. It's a huge high school up there. About a 30-mile drive from Pittsburgh. They play in Section 2. We play in Section 1. Did not meet in the regular season. And not too terribly sure if we had a lot of common foes. Butler suffers from the misfortune of playing in the same section as powerhouses North Allegheny and Seneca Valley, both of whom have byes in this tournament. They're not playing tonight. Panthers in here with a 4th seed. And since there were 13 teams in the tournament, the Panthers drew the 13th seeded team, and that's the Butler Tornado. Now the lead is 6. Panthers in fairly decent shape here in set number 3. Panthers win this one. We're all home early. That one nearly decapitates Christian Andreghi over on the St. Clair bench, and the Panthers have doubled up the Tornado here in set number 4. It's 14-7. A nice hit, but dug out of there by Kyle too bad. Kyle Shepner, rather. Rob Senge was trying to hoist it over from the back row, hammered it into the net instead. Side out, and point Tornado hanging around, trailing by 6. And it's Steve Stauffer, sophomore, with the Butler serve. Troy Murphy to the front. Grant Basic doing some damage to the polyurethane floor. They're going to have to sand the doggone thing down and re-level it after the hits it's taken tonight. 7-point Panther lead, 15-8, and sophomore Nick Chesko for the St. Clair serve. Little hop serve, little odd stance. Oh, double hit called. Yeah, we could see it from here in the gym. But again, Steve Stauffer spun the ball as it came off his hands. You can touch it with 2, but they have to be at the same time. And if they are at the same time, you won't impart spin on the ball. Well, Nick Chesko was again aiming for that back row. He missed it by about 5 feet. Service there, side out, and point for Butler. Who's going to be serving now? This looks like libero number 45, Dylan Snodgrass. Pushing that thing over. Nice hard driving serve. Trevor McGahee to Troy Murphy. Back set. Grant Basic into the block and way out of bounds. Grant Basic. One more kill, and he's in double figures now with 10. And he gets to serve. Panthers with a pretty comfortable 8-point lead now at 17-8. And Grant Basic, nice easy overhand serve. But it went right, well, nicely done by Butler. I thought there was going to be an overpass to the net. But the setter backhanded it just over the net to an empty spot. Successful attack, side out, and point Butler. 17-10 Panthers. Trevor McGahee, Troy Murphy, left side. Kyle Shepner into the block and down. It's a pretty good defense being played by the Butler Golden Tornado right now. A couple of points back to back, and they cut the lead down to 6 at 17-11. Nick Chesko pops it all the way back over. No attack attempt by the Panthers that time. Trevor McGahee one-hands it, keeps it in bounds. Kyle Shepner touched by Butler. Apparently not touched by Butler. 4 hits were called. If a Butler player had touched that, the Panthers would have 3 more touches at it. They did not. The lead's 5. It's well, not back to 6. The serving gods are with us again, and so is gravity at the net. 6-point Panther lead at 18-12. Substitution. We've seen it before. Tyler Brennan, number 14, back on the floor. Number 3, the senior Rob Senge taking a break, and Troy Murphy at the serve. Push to the net. Little right side, but that one's hammered into the net. He had a pretty good look at it, but would really wallop that net. That was the Andrew Soldner, one of the 2 seniors for the Butler Golden Tornado, and the lead's back to 7 at 19-12 for the Panthers. Oh, and Troy Murphy comes up short. That's unusual, but I'm telling you, the gravity is stronger at the net than it is anywhere else. I'll have to test that later on. 6-point Panther lead, 19-13. Nick Chesko rescuing that one back. Set to Kyle Shepner. Into the Butler block and off it. Kyle Shepner, 3 kills. And the Panthers in pretty decent shape now at 20-13. Kyle Shepner, top spin serve, and they fooled the defense. Kyle Shepner, second service ace. I said it before in these telecasts. You get that serve sort of hovering on that back line, it freezes the defense. Nearly every time it's tried, that's what happened here. And it's an ace for Kyle Shepner. 8-point Panther lead, 21-13, 4 to go to close out this match. Little back set into the Matt Argento block. Troy Murphy, short set toe. Tyler Brennan came up short on that. The Matt Argento with his 4th block tonight. Keeping the ball alive. Panther lead is 7, 21-14. Hard driving top spin serve. Trevor McGay, he got it. Nick Chesko pancaked it, but not enough that Matt Argento could return it. Great pancake by Nick Chesko. 6-point Panther lead, 21-15, needing 4. Hard driving serve and about 10 feet long. Side out, point Panthers now needing just 3 to close out this WPIAL playoff match. Left side into the St. Clair block. Grant Bezic and Tyler Brennan. (23-15) timeout called by the Butler Golden Tornado one last time. The lead is 8 points to the Upper St. Clair Panthers right now, and sitting very nicely, needing only really 2 points of the next 10 to come away with this match. Grant Bezic, as always, leading all Panther attackers with 10 kills tonight. Tyler Brennan, the junior, got a lot of playing time tonight. He's in there with 5. Matt Argento, the senior hitter, with 4. Brett McCormick, senior number 23, also with 4. 3 each for Kyle Shepner and senior setter Troy Murphy. 2 for Anthony Cugini, the junior, and 1 for Nick Chesko. We just saw that just a minute ago. A lot of service aces, 7 of them tonight. 4 for Grant Bezic, 2 for Kyle Shepner, and 1 for senior Rob Senge. And we will see a couple of timely substitutions now. Number 20, junior Dan Atman is on the floor for Tyler Brennan. And we'll see number 8, J.P. Powell, subbing for Grant Bezic. Getting a little playoff experience. Those two guys. Matt Argento with a St. Clair serve. 2 points needed to close it out. See what Matt's got. To the set and off the J.P. Powell block off the bench and in the scorebook. And that now establishes 9 match points for the Upper St. Clair Panthers. Matt Argento could be one more serve. Let's see what he's got. He's going to try to jump serve it, and a good one. It gets over the net. Butler gets to it off the block of Dan Atman and down. Butler extends the match 1 more point. It's 24-16. Panthers needing just 1 to close out this match in 3. Substitution number 23 on the floor for the very first time. This is sophomore Jacob Black for the Golden Tornado. There's the serve. Kyle Shepner. Troy Murphy, J.P. Powell floats it to the back row. Rescued by the Tornado just over the net. Troy Murphy to Dan Atman, who sails it into the Golden Tornado bench. And the Butler Golden Tornado still alive. And that closes that out with a service error. And the Upper St. Clair Panthers come away with a 3-set victory, 25-15. 25-20, 25-17, and the Panthers move on to round 2 of the playoffs. Thanks for being with us, everybody. We'll see you next game, and good night.